Jeannie, the second lesson, object lesson that we're doing in this series of videos, and it's your turn. So, what object do you have?
Well, Paul, I've got a rock here, a small rock.
Okay.
Okay. And I always think of Jesus as my rock because to me it signifies the greatness of God, that He's dependable, He's trustworthy, He's unshakable, He's that firm foundation. And in Psalm 18, verse 2, we read, "The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I put my trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower." And I can remember proving Jesus to be my rock, especially through perhaps tough times in my life. And one day I was sitting years ago on the beach and I had my headphones on, listening to some music. And I remember drinking my milkshake and I looked out to the sea and there was a rock there, quite a nice size rock. And I looked at this rock and thought, what a beautiful rock in the sea. And it wasn't too long before the mist came and I couldn't see that rock anymore. It was almost like it gone, it had disappeared. And the Lord spoke to me, I felt the Lord speak to me very strongly, saying to me, I am your rock. I am your rock. The rock is still there. It looks like it's gone, it's disappeared, but it hasn't. It remains there. It's still there. And even through those difficult times, even through the mist, the fog, I've not gone. I'm still there. That rock is still there.
Because we
So,
all have times, I guess, when it's a bit cloudy in our lives
yeah,
and we can't. Sometimes remember those fogs when we were younger that you couldn't even see your hand. If you held your hand out in front, you couldn't see your hand. It was that thick with fog. And even somewhere, an area that you knew well, you would get lost in because of the fog.
that's right. But God was still there, even though I couldn't see this great big rock in front of my eyes. And that's why I have a rock in our home, because it reminds me of that time. And it was a precious time as well when the Lord spoke to me. So, yeah, that rock is important in my life because Jesus is my rock. What about you, Paul? What object have you got this week?
Ah, right. So I have got a candle.
Okay.
And here it is. It's a really nice one. And it's got a little lantern thing, to stop the wind blowing it out. And I like lights in the house,
Yeah.
particularly candles. I know that it's cozy and all of that, but also having a real live flame there. There's something very natural about it. Like if you think about the sun, it's naturally burning, isn't it? And a fire is a natural thing. And in this day and age, we have so many quick work through methods, instant stuff. We move away from the way God created things and have more man-made synthetic kind of objects around us. So having the light there, it's a very natural thing. And God talks about light right from the beginning of Genesis. It's a naturally occurring, the photons. Well, nobody's quite sure what it is. Are they light? Is it is it a mass or is it a wave? Does it have mass? So it's an interesting thing. Like God said in the darkness, let there be light.
Yeah.
And Jesus said that he was the light of the world. And in some way, because Christ is in us, we also bear that light. So we have that light in our hearts. And the light is Christ Jesus.
Yeah, I was thinking as you were saying there, Paul, I mean, we would stumble, wouldn't we, if we didn't have light?
Yeah, we'd bump into things, wouldn't we? Like the fog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So we certainly need to have the light.
Now
And as
that's
you,
something because, sorry, Jeannie, as we going through the fog
yeah,
all those years ago, they used to put lamps, didn't they,
they
at the
did.
side of the road? Do you remember that?
I do. I do.
And so the light would guide you, stay close to the lamps. Some workers had gone out and they were actually flames as well, natural
Yes.
flaming lights.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, what were you going to
I
say?
was going to say that we are God's lights. We represent the Lord. So we need to shine in the darkness because there's a lot of darkness in the world, sadly, today. So we need to be that light amongst the people.
Okay, great.